Wait a minute. Was
Um,
I was I on that? Was I on there too or no?
it was you, me, you, me. By the way, we live. By the way, you, me, try Eric. Eric came last minute, and Ant came because you were only
Okay.
there for entertainment.
Wow.
Me and then Christian, he came later on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That
that's
was
what
some
happened.
good. That was some entertainment. That was a night though.
That was one of the best reviews. I even told you that was like one of the best reviews we've ever done. Because besides all the craziness that happened, I feel like we did our thing on that one.
Bro, shit. What? Can you send me that? Can you send me that video though?
Yeah.
I need to laugh.
Yeah, I'll send it to y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
also, what's going on? So apparently Trump is going to rename Veterans Day Victorious Day or some shit.
I
Victory
saw
Day.
that nonsense, man.
Like
And
what?
I, I don't know why this clown is still in the White House. I'm sorry. I just had to get this out because with everything going on with all these so-called executive orders and whatnot, and the state of the way the state of the world is now, it's just a freaking embarrassment all around.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And for him to like want to rename Veterans Day into whatever nonsense he wants to, it's just the blatant disrespect for me because I have several family members who served in the armed forces who are veterans, and including my dad, God rest his soul.
Amen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, even his approval rating is the lowest for any past president ever. That should tell you something as well.
Nigga, how you get by Bush?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I'll be real. I really thought it was going to be a lot lower than what they said. To be real,
Yeah.
but then at the same time, I'm not too surprised
Shit.
because he don't know what he's doing. He he has no regards for the law or the rule of law, including the Supreme Court. Nothing. Got all these qualified people in these high power positions that should not even be there. It's just the madness for me
It is madness.
because even my mom said that she feels that he ain't gonna last.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree because with everything that he been doing, and then between him dismantling the Department of Education to him cutting federal funding for these major research organizations to NPR and PBS.
Wait a minute. PBS.
Yeah, yeah, he cut the federal funding for NPR network and
What does
PBS.
Arthur have to do with this?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What
My bad.
what does Big Bird? What you got against Big Bird, nigga? Like what?
This is what I'm not understanding. Why?
No.
Why cut the federal budget for that? And then he got over 20 plus universities suing his this sorry excuse of an administration.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
getting sued left and right.
And yet,
He will
this
get
is it. You said what?
he will get his one day.
But this is the
It's
this
just
is
it's just
this.
a matter of when to be honest, because it's like I can't even watch the news every time I hear a mention of this clown or anyone who's involved in his so-called administration. It's just maddening.
Ugh, don't even get me started.
Yeah, because I'll be ranting all night with this, and I know if my dad was here, he'd be pissed knowing that this clown is still back in there.
Yeah, Yeah,
Cause
it's
it's like there's no
bad.
real qualifications to run for president. To be honest, you got to be at least 35 years old and a citizen of the U.S. That's it.
Wow.
Nothing else.
Wow.
Not Snoop Dogg telling a Michael Jackson story how Michael Jackson got mad when he blew smoke in his face.
What?
Don't you ever disrespect Michael Jackson like that? Don't you ever blow smoke in Michael Jackson's face, nigga? That's
Exactly.
that's Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the king of
King
pop.
of Pop. Yeah, King of
Now,
Pop. Like
now,
really,
now if it was Michael Bolton, then I wouldn't give a fuck.
really. Wow.
I mean, I never liked his music. And I know he got brain cancer now, but still, I hope he does pull through for that brain cancer on some real serious.
Yeah, yeah. Cause yeah, that's crazy. Speaking of that, I saw a story on Facebook about I guess these 3 or 4 9/11 workers who are battling some aggressive form of cancer and they were denied treatment
I saw that shit too.
that could save their lives. I'm like, how are y'all denying them? And they when they went through that, like, come on, like, what is this world coming to? Like, how
Yeah.
dare y'all turn away people who were a part of the whole 9/11 situation and knowing that they battling some aggressive form of cancer and y'all turning them away for treatment that could prolong their life. Like, make that make sense to me, please.
Exactly.
Like, that is asinine.
Comes to show you that the U.S. don't give a damn about us citizens.
Just like the song Michael Jackson put out, they don't care about us in no way, shape, or form.
No.
That is true.
They don't care about children's education. They don't care about health care. They don't care about gun control. They don't care about this so broken justice system. Nothing.
Nah, they don't. Honestly, we would have been better off with Kamala. Honestly,
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Cause like y'all decided to not go for a highly qualified female to run this country, but that just proves again what the state of America really is: racist, sexist, capitalist society. So you
that
ain't
is
got to
Right.
true.
guess no more. You ain't got to guess no more. You got your answer right then and there.
Yeah.
That is. Well, I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Yeah, I know I got a lot of pickups from me. So I'll just start out with like the first couple, and then because I know you said that this live will only allow you to go for 2 hours. So whatever I don't show tonight, then maybe whatever next time you have a scheduled part
Yeah,
like follow up for it, just let me know.
yeah. Because actually, I was actually thinking about doing a review, and I'll text you about that and stuff like that too. So, the next video I know we do together, you can show what you have to show, and then I know Try might show what he has to show the next time we do some shit together. So that's no problem with me.
Mm.
All right.
I only got like one or two things I'm showing basically.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
How y'all doing today? This is boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Mike in the building with me.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
I got my homegirl Ash in the building with me.
What up?
All right, so apparently a lot of people might not make it because originally I did say 8 o'clock I was going to do this, but since this new job, they actually made me, well, not made, well, I can say made me, fuck it. They actually scheduled me to work during the weekends, 3 to 11. So I'm still
Mm.
getting used to this whole 3 to 11 shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you guys know me, I'm mostly working overnight and
Yeah.
stuff like that too. So yeah, it's hitting me up. Yeah, so we're mostly work overnight, but
Hmm.
I know some people say they can't make because they got to work or they. I know Q said he's sick. Hope he feels better and
Yeah, get
everything
well
like that
soon.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they will show what they have to show. Now, depending on, because I know Eric said he might show up too. I don't
Mm,
know because he said if he's awake, he might show up and
mm,
everything. Now, depending on how it is, the time, how much time we have left.
mm,
If there's somebody I may invite last minute, I may invite, but at the same time, I'm gonna double check to see just how much time I have and stuff. Because I have a good amount of albums I'm gonna show y'all
mm-hmm.
and stuff like that too. And I don't know how much shit Ashley got and everything like that too. So I'm gonna try to be. I'm not trying to talk as much. So since it's just the three of us, I'll just do like we can show two things at once and stuff like that. I'll start, and then Ashley, you would go in, and Mike would go and shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And I'm kind of also irritated because there was I actually was expecting one album. It's like a package deal for certain artists, which I'm gonna reveal that later on. But fucking Amazon sent me the wrong album and stuff like that.
How did they send you the wrong one?
Because so spoiler alert, I did say I was gonna get this 4 album collection from a certain group, and I've been eyeing to get that for weeks. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I ordered it. They said that shit was gonna come early. It was supposed to have
Yeah.
came like Monday. They said it's gonna come today. So I'm like all happy and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I opened up the mail and it wasn't really the 4 album set. It was another 4 album of like
Mm.
live performances and everything. And I was so fucking pissed. So I told Amazon, I'm like, hey, this is not what I ordered. So the main thing I really want to show y'all, I can't even
Mm-hmm.
show y'all until maybe next week,
Mm.
which kind of irritates me, but hey, life happens.
Yeah. It's either they gonna send back the correct one or you get your money back. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much
I,
that's
I,
all.
I yeah. Because since I use a Klarna to pay for that certain thing I wanted and stuff like that too,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Moving it to the original method hard. So I just told her, can you just give me a replacement? If that replacement don't come through, then yeah, I'm gonna get my money back somehow, some way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's like a gift card balance, I don't mind.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna start off by showing 2 albums so far. Let's see what I'm gonna start with. And the first album I'm gonna show y'all is George Carlin, the comedian, with his FM and AM album. This album came out 1972.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? George Carlin, one of the best comedians in the world, in my opinion, next to Richard Pryor. He's actually my favorite stand-up comedian. And one thing I liked about George Carlin was the fact that he was stand-up. He made people laugh. He made you think with his jokes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he took stand-up comedy to like a more philosophical approach and
Mm-hmm.
everything. You know what I'm saying? I do have one of his albums. The one with the 7 dirty words, the Class Clown album. That's the one I got.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to do a review on some of his albums and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very dope album. I love the one where he's talking about sex and commercials. You know what I'm saying? He did a bit about Ed Sullivan. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
this is actually not a bad album and everything like that too. Might be a bit hard to come by and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And the next album, I've been meaning to get my hands on this album again for years. Now this was an album I had when I had my first car. Rest in peace to my Volkswagen Passat. Rest in
Mm.
peace to that car. Best car I've ever had. And I had 3 albums. Well, I had like 5 albums I left in that car before it got totaled. I got some of them albums back, but I got the last 3 and everything like that too. And one of the albums I'm so glad I got back in my collection is LL Scratch with Creep With Me. Um, very dope duo and stuff like that too. I had this album years ago, but like I said, it was in my old car and stuff like
Mm.
that, and I was so bummed. I was so bummed because this was an album that I fucking love. You know what I'm saying? This came out in 1994. They were known for songs like "Where My Homies," "I'll Take Her" featuring Brian McKnight, You know what I'm saying? That was actually one of the songs that really put him out there too. Um, Summertime, I think that was a joint. Yeah, Summertime, Get Dough. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I hear this album, I think New York Undercover and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of their songs was played around this time too on that show and everything. You know what I'm saying? So definitely going to do a review on this one and their second album. So be on the lookout for that. All right, Ashley, it's on you.
Okay. I think for my first two, I'll start out with some soundtracks I got. Pretty much majority of my pickups I got either from Amazon or this spot called Second and Charles.
Ooh,
All right. Yeah. Okay. First soundtrack is considered a Eddie Murphy classic. Came out in '92, starring him, Halle Berry, Robin Givens, and the Boomerang movie soundtrack.
that's a dope soundtrack and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely got a lot of classics, especially from Babyface, Tony Braxton, Keith Washington, PM Dawn, Boys to Men, Johnny Gill, Shanice, Tribe Called Quest. Pretty much the whole LaFace crew from LaFace Records, pretty much. Next one is a movie that came out in the year 2000, and that was directed by the late John Singleton.
Ooh,
It's I guess you could say, a new millennium take on a classic black exploitation movie starring Sam Jackson, Shaft.
ooh.
Oh,
Hmm.
Honestly, that's one of John Singleton's underrated movies.
Yeah, yeah, he took a take from the '70s classic with Richard Roundtree, rest in peace, and kind
Yeah,
of flipped it into the new millennium with Sam Jackson and having
right.
Richard Roundtree play Sam Jackson's uncle in the movie, pretty much.
And it's crazy too because Sam Jackson and John Singleton, from what I looked up, they didn't see eye to eye during that time of that movie and
Mm.
stuff like that. Christian, I see
I
your messages. Just bear with me right now, okay? I see messages.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that either.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
from what
a lot of tracks here. Of course, the Isaac Hayes Shaft theme song. Of course, you cannot, you can't deny that. As soon as the beginning of it with the instruments before he starts speaking, I mean, come on, you can't deny that. A couple of other couple of songs, two of which featuring R. Kelly, Donald Jones, Alicia Keys, believe it or not. Um, Big Gip from Goody Mob, Outkast, Tip, Carl Thomas, Too Short, Mystical, Angie Stone, rest in peace. Yeah,
yeah, man, and that soundtrack has some dope cuts too. I need to get my hands on
yeah,
that soundtrack.
yeah. That's one of the pickups I got from that spot I was telling you about, Second and Charles.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm,
pretty much they got a whole bunch of used CDs, even got vinyls in there too. So
you said
it's pretty much
secondhand Charles.
Second and Charles. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much it's they sell not only music, they sell collectible items. They sell comic books. It's like a
Ooh,
bookstore mixed. It'll remind you of like Barnes and Nobles in a sense.
I
okay,
love that store too.
same. I'm actually coming to Charlotte this week, so I'll definitely check it out and stuff.
Okay, yeah. I still gotta send you the address for that.
I found it.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because it's like up the road from me, not that far.
Okay, bet. All right, dope pick so far, Ashley. All right, Mike.
All right, so I'm gonna show off two movies. Well, two movies that I only have in my collection, but um, one of them is a movie that I saw last year, and I rated it as one of the best movies of last year's Terrifier 3, and this is a 4K steelbook. So, Terrifier 3, basically, this is about a killer clown who terrorizes people. He goes by Art the Clown. Now, the first one started off as like a low budget like film that like barely anybody. I don't think not too many people knew about it. I mean, I didn't know this movie existed, but once I saw the second one to me was way better than the first one, and the third one, oh my god, third one just topped it off. A couple disturbing things in it, but it was one of the best movies of last year. I ain't gonna hold you. And another movie, and this is a popcorn movie. This came out in the '80s. This is a follow up to Swamp Thing, and it's called Return of the Swamp, the Return of the Swamp Thing. And this is with Heather Locklear. This was her host. What was that? What was that TV show?
Melrose
What was that?
Place.
Yeah, it was pre Melrose. Yeah, this came out like before. Yeah, before Melrose Place. She was in something else. What Rick, what was that show with William Shatner?
Oh, Baywatch.
No, no, no.
No, that's
That
with
cop.
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, the
The cop.
cop. Yeah, the one show like with
Oh, T.J. Hooker.
T.J. Hooker. Yeah, 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 yeah. So this came out around the time like this was after T.J. Hooker. So yeah, this was when she was still getting her foot in the door too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I love the first one, and the first one had Adrian Barbeau in it. But the second one, this one was cheesy, but it was it was pretty decent for for its time. It was great for its time. So yeah,
That's actually a some dope picks, y'all. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
um, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But question, is it? Can I show off my like cologne collection too?
You can show off everything, anything y'all want. It's a collection. It doesn't have to be music, movie. Y'all can show off anything. If y'all picked up some lint, I don't give a fuck if it has some meaning to y'all. Y'all can show it off.
All right, cool,
I'm
cool.
just saying, this is a space where y'all can be express yourselves as long as we all respect each other's views. That's all that matters.
I dope.
So let me get into my handy dandy vinyl bag. Okay, I'll show y'all this. All right, so this next one right here, this is from a rapper we recently done a review on not too long ago, and I'm trying to get a lot more '80s rap, not just late '80s. I mean like the beginning hip hop and stuff like that. Now, granted, I've heard some songs from this album and everything like that too, but I'm kind of glad I got this. Is Curtis Blow with Kingdom Blow? Wow, okay, Kingdom
Mhm.
Blow.
Mhm.
Um, this
I'm
album
so
came out in
jealous.
19. Right. You said what?
I said I'm so jealous.
Mhm.
You don't have to because this album is okay.
Ah,
Like when it comes to Curtis Blow, I like Curtis Blow. He's a legend, but a
yeah,
lot of my love for him comes from like maybe the first album. Anything after the first album was kind of hit or miss. Like Deuce was cool. I like Deuce, but once he
right.
started drop shit like we're playing basketball, I like that song, but I'm kind of burnt out. By the mid '80s, it was just kind of like wash, rinse, repeat, and stuff like that. And then this album came out, and I'm gonna be real with you. When I tell y'all one of the guest appearances on this album is gonna have y'all surprised,
Mhm.
Bob Dylan's actually on this album.
Oh
What?
wow.
Bob Dylan, yes, Bob Dylan.
Mm.
He's rapping. Bob Dylan was rapping,
Oh
What?
and
wow.
it's not really a tape because if you really listen to a lot of Bob Dylan shit like Septarian, Homesick Blues, I'm not
Mm,
saying he invented rapping, but the way he was singing,
mm,
it's not real. I've even heard some DJs mixing his acapellas with some boom bap shit, and that shit kind of sound hot though. But that
mm,
song he was rapping with Curtis Blow, I wasn't really too fond of that.
mm-hmm,
George Clinton is on this album called McGilla, a song called McGilla Gorilla. I think this is like one of the first hip hop guest appearances he's actually done on the album, which is surprising and stuff like that.
mm,
But yeah, a lot of the early '80s rappers they try to compete with these newer rappers in the '80s, like and stuff like that. And this is a prime example. Look at this album cover, yo. Look at him in the speedo and shit. Like,
What the
God.
hell?
yeah. So I'm just glad I might do a review on this one day, but I want to get a few more Curtis Blow albums before I actually touch this one. Okay, I need a rarity right now. Let me see if my CD collection. Oh, okay. I'm glad I got this one. All right, so this next group, this is from a group I have a love hate relationship with. I know a lot of fans love this group, and I do love this group too, but I feel like their breakup kind of pissed me off, and it's The Clash with London Calling. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I finally got a Clash album. I finally got a Clash album, y'all. I know I did say last year I was going to do an artist Sunday on The Clash. I kind of delayed that because I at least want to get at least 3 or 4 albums from them. And for a lot of people, this is like their best album. I'm cool with. I like this album. It's a classic album, but my favorite album from them. This is like my second favorite, but my favorite is Sandinista, which it surprised a lot of people. 'Cause I know a lot of
Mm,
fans don't like Sandinista because it's like 3 discs long and everything. But I'm sorry, Sandinista has some heat. This album is dope too. This was known for songs like the title track, "London Calling" in a faraway track. That song, "Lost in the
Mhm.
Supermarket," that record, Coca Cola, "Lovers Rock." Ooh, "Lovers Rock." Oh my god, that song. Ooh, yeah. This is like a lot of people say this might be like the best punk album ever. I'm gonna save that for the review one day. I'm gonna save my thoughts, but this was like that. This is like the thing about this album was that it was a double album and everything like that too. But at the same time, they sold the album the same price as like a regular CD and everything like that too. And pretty much, they had issues with CBS, their label,
mm,
and stuff like that because of the length of the album. It's kind of like when Prince was going to drop Sign of the Times and
mm,
everything like that too. And originally, Sign of the Times was supposed to be 3 disc called
yeah.
Dream Factory, but Warner Brothers was like, nah, that's a bit too much music. But we'll do a double disc. Just pick the best songs from that, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you if a lot of these other artists, now all these other artists now, they do a double album, and it's like, okay, they doing a double album. It's no big deal and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is
Mm,
what really gathered the Clash as the only band that matters because the media looked at it as they're looking out for the people because in the early '80s you got inflation and all that
mm.
crap and everything. But yeah, this
We still
album is
we
dope.
still dealing with inflation now.
I'm doing that now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hell, these days CDs are cheap.
Mm,
Vinyls are rising up. I'm just like, I'm not
yeah.
buying no $40 vinyl on a new artist, and the new artist have like 8 songs. Kiss my ass.
Exactly.
I can kiss my ass.
Yeah. Exactly.
What?
Shit. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the Clash. Stay tuned on that artist Sunday one day. All right.
Okay.
Who's next? Ashley. Okay.
All right. My next picks, one of which I got, I think either yesterday or the day before yesterday, from a documentary that um that came out back in '03. To me, the best way of telling this iconic, prolific '90s rapper,
Oh, I know what you're
Tupac
talking.
Resurrection.
Ooh.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
I even have the documentary on DVD too. So my next one is a movie that came out over 20 years ago. A very groundbreaking autobiographical piece on a legend who broke all barriers, whose music catalog stand the test of time, and it was also an independent film that no one would have believed would bring in numbers or generate awards thereover. I got the Ray movie soundtrack.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Mm, I love that movie
Me
so
too,
much.
and that was one
I'm
of my
I
not,
dad's favorite movies.
I even bought it on YouTube. I still watch it from time to time. On
Mm,
I'm not gonna hold you. I have yet to see that movie all the way through.
what?
Yeah,
got to.
honestly. I yeah, Jamie Foxx that year had, man, that between that and Collateral, yeah, he was having a year.
Oh yeah,
This was the real movie that transitioned Jamie Foxx from jokey actor and
yeah. The
comedian to,
comedian
of
type
course.
actor to serious dramatic actor.
Now,
Like,
Ali, when he did Ali with Will Smith, that was just a
yeah,
glimpse of what's to come.
I have yet to see Ali.
I haven't seen that movie in years though, so I
that
believe
was
you.
Ali was good.
Yeah,
What about Any Given Sunday though?
I have yet to see that one too.
that's all I remember about that movie was LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx whooping each other's ass.
Man, that to me that should be funny,
That movie was more entertaining behind the scenes, honestly.
right? Facts.
How y'all try to method act Al Pacino? That's the gag.
Mm, that's wild.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see some of your colognes, Mike.
All right, so all right, before I'm gonna show off my colognes. The first thing I'm gonna show off. I forgot I had this, and I had it for a year. Never used it. It's the C tablet. So this is like the Galaxy A9 tablet. Still,
Okay.
it's still in the box. Well, I took it out of the box. But yet I never used it. So this is how pretty much you could tell I haven't used it because it's still in good condition. So I may start using it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, too, I got a laptop computer that I use too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, um, I'm gonna see what this Galaxy tablet's about.
Mm,
And this now my first cologne um collection I'm gonna show off is it's called Prada Black, and I bought this. It was last year. I was here in California last year,
mm-hmm.
and I went to a mall out here, and I was talking to one of the salesmen, and she kind of convinced me. It's like, oh, it smells good. Yeah, you should get it. So I'm like, all right, I need some smell good. So yeah, this is why I don't really wear this like that because this ran me for about like what I think it was like a little over $100. But
Mm,
yeah, this is this is a very good cologne. Highly recommend it. I give it 10 out of 10.
That's what's up. I heard about Part of Black before. I heard about that one.
It's really good.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, let me see. I'm about to get my handy dandy collection. Okay, I got a single this time. I got the Eric B. and Rakim, Let the Rhythm Hit Him single.
Mm.
Um, this single was from their self-titled album, the album of the same names, the album of the same name. Excuse me. Very dope single. I love this song and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? One of my all-time favorite Eric B. and Rakim songs. I've seen him perform this shit live so many times, and he never disappoints. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, this is just hip hop history right here. The remix was actually pretty dope too. You know what I'm saying? A little trivia: there was actually an original version of the song that has been said that he was going after Big Daddy Kane and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because around this time, both MCs had like a subliminal war. It was not like a beef. It was just a lyrical war. But then Legend had it that Kane back down. Legend had that one of them back down, but you know what I'm saying? They still cool to this day and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? There was also this one song that was supposed to have been on this album called Hypnotic. Okay. This one song that's supposed to be called Hypnotic and everything like that too, where he also threw some shots at King and stuff. You can find that on YouTube. They actually also released a Rarities album too. They have like a lot of unreleased songs from around this era. So Eric B and Rakim Let the Rhythm Hit Him 1990. I'm so glad I got this particular album in my collection. Y'all gonna laugh at me and everything like that because y'all might not expect me to have this album, but I don't give a fuck. I like 80s pop and this album is dope. This is Paula Abdul with Forever Your Girl. Uh,
Yes, yes.
Cool.
I want to say this is actually her first album. This came out in 1988. Now, I never thought in a million years I was gonna get this album because I'm gonna be real. My first memory of Paula Abdul growing up was, oh, that's the little white lady from American Idol and everything. I didn't really start
Wait, you
listening.
ain't know she was a former Laker girl and all that?
This was like when I was like 7, 8 years old when American Idol
Okay.
was really blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just told this lady asked me, "Do you watch American Idol?" I was like, "Lady, I have not watched American Idol since 2008. I'm sorry."
I have not watched American Idol since the first season. To be honest, I
Yeah.
never got
Oh
into it.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, you took it
Yeah,
way.
I never got into it. I gave it a chance, but it was just like, no, this is not my thing.
I feel you. But yeah, but
Growing
then
up, I used to watch like Dancing with the Stars.
my grandma loved dance. Oh my god. I'm surprised all those shows are still going on, like American Idol, Dancing with the Stars. I'm just like, God damn,
Yeah,
shit.
cause some of the seasons of Dancing with the Stars had some of my favorite celebs or celebrity crushes I had.
Facts, man. But yeah, but then the late 2000s, I started listening to music, and I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't like her music at first. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? But it grew on me, and I got this album in this store called School Kids, like down the street from where I stay at.
Hmm.
Literally, half these songs was like singles, like "Knocked
Mm,
Out," "Way That You Love Me," "Straight Up," "Tell
mm-hmm.
Me If You Really Want
Yep.
Enough," um,
Yep.
"Forever Your Girl," "Cold Hearted." My personal favorite, "Opposites Attract."
Mm-hmm.
Like the video for "Opposites Attract" is really one of my favorite music videos of all time. You know
Yeah.
everything. That was like very groundbreaking at the time. Her and that cartoon cat and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
as far as this album goes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not a bad. This is actually a classic album. I ain't gonna hold you. This is back when Paula was that girl. I mean, she still is that girl, but stuff
She was
happens and
really in her
careers.
bag that in that
Yeah,
era.
that's the right word. Really in her bag. Like, even though it was pop, it still has some New Jack Swing textures and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Babyface was on this album.
Now that I did
LAD,
not know.
Jesse Johnson, yes, that Jesse Johnson from the time. from on this album and stuff like that. Which I was like, damn, she was fucking with Jesse J and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but expect a review on this album. Just letting y'all know, a lot of artists I show y'all in this collection, they're gonna get reviewed on and stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, it's on you, Ash.
Okay. Next two soundtracks I got. One of them was from, I guess you could say, like a action film from the early 2000s with a highly prolific actor at the time. And I'll scratch that too, surprisingly. Um, Not a bad film. Had a somewhat memorable cast in it. You know, um, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Ooh, that
Ooh,
was good. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it had some cuts on it. It had Ice Cube, had Method Man, Redman on here, DMX was on it. Some I guess some rock tracks on here, things like that. The next soundtrack I have is pretty much I guess you could say a remake of a very well known musical that came out during the 80s, but they did a remake with the all star cast in the year 2007. Um, Hairspray.
oh
Mm.
God,
Mm.
is
Yeah.
that the one with John Travolta and that
Yeah,
racist
John
white girl?
Travolta. Yeah.
That racist white girl's in that movie too.
Yeah. John Travolta, Michelle Pfeiffer, Brittany Snow, Zac Efron, Queen Latifah. Yeah.
Oh God, I remember when that movie came out. Not like it then. Do not like it now. That was that was when John
They used to
Travolta,
play it on TV like all the time, like on HBO or Cinemax
ABC
or
Family,
whatever.
all their movies,
Yeah,
TBS.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. If you're somewhat into musicals like I am, I mean, that's to be expected. Even though I haven't watched the movie in a very long time, I would rewatch it every now and again. And I know I got a cousin who's into musicals as well. So
What's
I
up?
like I like musicals. Don't get me wrong. Well, no, let me take this back. Musicals, you gotta. It
it's just
has to
certain
be.
ones.
Yeah, like it has to be like a great story like behind it. It has to be something that's kind of like groundbreaking stuff like
Like
that
like
too.
like Rent.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that. Yep.
Rent, The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Um. So the next two that I'm gonna show off. So another one I'm gonna show off is Valentino. Um. This one. This is one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite cologne smells. And this one I got last year too. You know what I'm saying? And I highly recommend I highly recommend it because it is a fruit, like a fruity. It does smell fruity, like fruity type of cologne. You know what I'm saying? But this one is pretty expensive, pretty price, little bit pricey, but not like way too pricey, not overboard. And then another one is Perry Ellis Red. This one's like a cheaper, cheaper cologne. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely one of my favorites. It lasts for like a long time too. It's definitely it's one it that's also like a favorite of mine too.
Okay,
So,
that's dope, man. I see Mike. I see Mike stepping up the cologne game. I see you.
yeah, a little bit.
All right. Okay. Let's see what I got coming up in the next. Okay, so I got the movie score slash soundtrack. Now this is a movie I have interesting feelings on. Well, I have interesting feelings on the franchise. This certain actor was part of this superhero franchise that kind of changed the game, and I feel like the franchise did not top the first movie, but the second one I liked it. It's Superman 2. Superman 2. Very soundtrack. This came out in 1980. This movie has Christopher Reeves, the late great Gene Hackman. Well, both Christopher Reeves and Gene Hackman passed away.
Hmm.
We got Ned Beatty. Damn, a lot of people passed away in this movie. Shit. Yeah, man. Like I said, this one was good. I didn't like it as much as Superman 1 though, but this one was still very good. It's way better than Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. I love Richard Pryor, but I didn't know what the fuck he was doing in that movie. But yeah, man. Very dope score on this one and stuff like that too. I mean, nothing to it. Collector's item right here. All right. Oh, y'all gonna get mad at me for this one.
What?
Y'all gonna get mad at me. So this is a recent album that came out, and I had to get it. You know, I'm a fan of his artists. I feel like he took over last year. It's Kendrick Lamar with his recent album GNX.
Uh,
Mm.
Yep,
mm,
still see up too. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Yeah. We done a review on this album a couple months ago and everything. Literally that weekend and shit. This came out the same day as Ice Cube's album and stuff like that too. That was a great day for hip hop. Both Cube and Kendrick did their thing. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I mean, this was known for songs like Luther, Squabble Up. Everyone knows that song Squabble. I said to myself when I first heard that record, I was like, that's gonna be the single. That's gonna be that single and shit. Um, Peekaboo, which I don't. That might be one of the few songs I don't like from this album. You know what I'm saying? Like Peekaboo. Like I was like, come on, nigga. I was like,
Mm.
because he's gonna be in Charlotte. I was planning on fucking seeing that concert tomorrow.
Oh, it's
Man, I
tomorrow.
would have wanted to see that show too, man. But
Like I was planning on seeing that concert, but for one, life happens, and then
yeah.
Yeah.
stupid bullshit, the fucking bullshit job let me
Yeah.
go, fuck my hours up.
Hmm.
Oh,
Mm,
fuck, fuck am
no.
I in the asshole?
No, I
But
get it, Reg, because you know me. It took me a minute for me to finally land me a job
Right. Yeah.
again. Yeah, so I totally get it.
Right.
yeah, I bounced back like I always do, so it was all that matters. Like I said, we done a review, and I do appreciate that. Actually, thank you. Like I said, we've
Yeah,
done a
yeah.
review on this album and everything like that too. I'm so glad I got this. It seems like every time Kendrick drops a new album, he's one of the few artists. No matter when he
Hmm.
drops a new album, I always gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? I have another new album coming in the mail very soon. That might become weeks, but yeah, GNX.
Mm. Okay. I got some other stuff I'll show. Let me see. The next ones, I guess you could say, were albums that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while. Um, one of them, I believed we reviewed. I think a couple of years ago, I believe,
Hmm.
from from someone who's had such a, I guess you could say, a A-list career, multifaceted in any way you could possibly think of. He's done. music, television, even big screen blockbuster films, and some that weren't great. I got Will Smith's Big Willie Style.
Hey, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, who could not forget about this album? I mean, one of his biggest hits. I remember seeing the music video at my godmother's house, and I was little, getting jiggy with it. And then my god sister, she was doing the dance from the video. And all that. Yeah,
I was just bumping getting jiggy with it like a couple weeks ago and shit, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely a classic. My next pick is, I guess you could say he's like an R&B singer from the UK, who I feel doesn't get really the recognition that he should get in the States versus him being well known for his music overseas, you know. Craig David, Slicker Than Your Average.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've been wanting to get my hands on this for the last couple of years and I wasn't able to get it. But thankfully, I was able to get it when I did. I got it sometime back last month. So, yeah. I even got his first album, Born to Do
You
It, which is incredible. And we should talk about that album one day. But with that one, Born to Do It, there are two versions of that album, the US and the UK version. I got the US version. So I think the only version of that album you're able to hear on YouTube and Spotify is the UK version. The difference is that I guess there's like a track or two that's on the US album that's not on the UK version of the album.
and what year did that album come out, Ash?
The first one,
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
um, early 2000s, I think either 2000, 2001, one of those years. Born to Do It. Craig David's Born to Do It.
Got you.
So the next the next two colognes I'm gonna share off is one of them called Monarch or Monarch. This is a pretty good this is pretty good right here. This is like one, like if I want to like, smell good around the house, stuff like that, then yeah, I try to recommend it. And then the next one of my favorites growing up is Mamba. And this one this one's really good because like I said, this is one of the best it's one of the good ones that I liked growing up too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Dope, dope.
Mhm.
All right. So this next one, this is actually an important album. You know what I'm saying? It's actually one of the first, actually the first live hip hop album, and it's Boogie Down Productions with Live Hardcore Worldwide. This came out in 1991, 1 year after the Edutainment album. Very dope live album. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people always think it's like the Roots come alive, but no, this was actually the first live hip hop album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Karis One was definitely at his bag with this one. He has joints like I love the version Stop the Violence, Bo Bo Bo, um, Lick a Shot and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite albums of all time. I think I think I talked about this album or I've done a review, but I know I've done all the Boogie Down Productions projects. And then got some more 80s rap. I got the Apache single from Sugar Hill Gang and everything like that
Oh
too.
my
You know what I'm saying?
god, I used to have
Did
that one too.
yes, yes, yeah, man. Everyone knows this record and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Hot take. I kind of like this a bit more than Rapper's Delight. I ain't gonna hold you and everything. Rapper's Delight. I understand its importance and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
Apache always gets the crowd jumping and everything. And I think I
Hmm.
love I love it whenever I'm at a club and they perform this record and stuff like that. No matter how bad the shit, how bad the party is, when the DJ puts his record on, everyone always at the dance floor, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, that dun dun
Yeah,
dun
yeah,
dun
yeah,
dun, and then you just all get silly and shit like that. So one
yeah,
time
yeah.
I was at the LL Cool J Rock the Bells concert that happened like 2 years ago, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you know the DJ always have to perform like a lot of classic hip hop and stuff like that too before the
Yeah.
actual performer comes on and stuff. And they played Apache and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, there was this one chick, this one older lady and stuff like that. I didn't even fucking know her. We did the whole dance and shit like that, act all silly and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, but what a lot of people don't know was that Apache is actually a cover of this song by this group called the Incredible Bongo Band and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much the Sugar Hill Gang, they definitely added the rapping part and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one is definitely a dope record and stuff like that. This came from that Eighth Wonder album and shit. So yeah, I think it's the first Sugar Hill Gang album I have in mind. Well, it's first Sugar Hill Gang content. Okay, look at me. All right. Yeah, Mike, I just saw your message, man. It's on you, Ash.
All right. Okay. Next one's I pretty much got like during my pickup from when I was at Second and Charles. One of which I was thinking of getting something that I don't have in my collection. I know that they're a well known duo in the hip hop community. Um, I got DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince's Home Base album.
Classic.
Yeah, this is my very first DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince album ever. So,
That's a good album. I used to not like that album at first, but then it grew on me.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that was something I knew that like, hey, why not? This one's a compilation album by an artist who I guess pretty much played a pivotal role in the transition of the Motown sound, like how they did like had that like well oiled machine thing going during the 60s and all that. And then I guess once music pretty much was changing its sound with the times and writing material that wasn't so light and fluffy or whatever you want to call it, and writing songs about real stuff going on in the world and all that. Um, I got Rick James, the Definitive Collection.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I always love that picture of Rick, man.
Yeah, yeah, but I felt like if he wasn't so strung out on the drugs and stuff and having gone through all that legal issues and stuff and not getting his health in check and all that, I feel like he probably could have still made some more music that his fans would have loved and enjoyed. Yeah, yeah. He got all the classics that he had. A lot of his biggest hits, some minor hits, I guess you could say too. Like Mary Jane, You and I, Busting Out, Give It to Me Baby, Super Freak, Fire and Desire, Standing on the Top, Ebony Eyes, Glow, Lucy's Rap.
Lucy's Rap, man.
Yeah,
That's a dope compilation.
yeah.
All right, Mike, it's on you.
All right. So I got one last cologne that I'm gonna show off. So second. All right. So this one I highly recommend. You know what I'm saying? Because this was like a some. I bought mind you, I bought this for Christmas, and this is 9 a.m. And I recommend it because it smells good. It stays on long. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's this one I wear often. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now.
All right. So coming into the chat after 1 hour in, I'm gonna add Christian up in the block. Christian, how you doing? Let me unmute you right quick. Hold on. How you doing, Christian?
Doing good.
All
I'm
right,
doing
all
good.
right. That's what's up. All right, so what you got? You're gonna show two albums for right now. You're gonna be after Mike. So show me what you got.
Well, okay. I'm gonna put one CD and one vinyl. So, and each time, so and, and each turn. So this album is from 1997. It's on Def Jam. And this is the only album they had, and it is "Crude to Dirty Dirty."
Oh, oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, this has this has Just Another Case with Slick Rick. Bubbling was a single. Pronto. And they you got songs Blunts of Pakakimas, When Antoinette, Tracy Lee, and Jim Hydro. You got you got you got up north. You got Live at the Tunnel where the locks. Yeah, you got nothing but recognize. That's nice. You got paying attention. Which ironically it's crazy. It's actually one of the first videos on Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton does this song. He does the post. Lives in my crew. Armageddon. That's my show right there. And you got the Going's Tale was track 23. Dope album. It's like 30 tracks. So this fun fact. My friend Emmanuel, shout out to my man Emmanuel from junior high and high school. He introduced me to this group. And Divine, I'm gonna show you this guy's featured twice, and I got Black Rob report.
Nice.
Yeah, you got there. I got live star in the hood. See the pro BR, which you got ready BLACK. Okay, when you come home, you got fire in the hole with Ness from the band. Man, you got War with Cali Ranks, team with Chopper, Babs, and us. That's a dope album. So this is a dope album. To me, he'd want to say Bad Boy. So yeah, this he's one of the most underrated rappers in Bad Boy. So Black Rock Report.
Dope, dope. All right. So appreciate all people liking, people tuning in. So this next album, oh Lord, oh Jesus Christ. Okay. So y'all should know I'm a very experimental when it comes to my collecting. But this next album is from this artist. I'm just gonna show it's Madonna with Hard Candy. This album came out in 2008. Excuse me. Yeah, 2008.
Oh
Um,
boy.
this album right
Oh my
here.
god.
This this album right here is a very interesting album. This is when Madonna was trying to follow the trends. This was known for three singles, which is kind of light for a Madonna album, but okay. Um, 4 Minutes, Give It to Me, and Miles Away. This one she was working with like Neptunes, Justin Timberlake, and Timberland. Uh, this album's okay. Honestly, I have to re-listen to this album, but I'm trying to get more 2000s Madonna albums and stuff like that too. I already showed you guys the music album um months ago and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is Madonna with Hard Candy. Now
Seriously,
this
I
next
didn't.
album.
Hold on.
Now
I need to start it for a second. I
you
swear
said
to
what?
God, I didn't like the music. Me, I didn't like the music. It's because of production. 'Cause I just didn't like it. And
Yeah,
Hurricane,
man.
I feel like she was trying to chase trends.
Yeah. All right. So this next album I got right here, I showed this to Mike a couple of weeks ago and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I got this album. I'm gonna be mad. Is Bruce Willis with the Return of Bruno. You know what I'm saying? This album is came out 19 hold on, excuse me, 1987. This is actually his first album.
Mm,
Yes, the same Bruce Willis, Die Hard Bruce Willis,
mm-hmm.
Armageddon,
Mm,
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
He tried to follow the Eddie Murphy bag, try to do singing too. So you got to deal with Motown of all record labels, Motown
Yeah.
Records. Mind you, this was when Motown in the '80s. This was Rick James era. This was
Yeah.
um, well, the Barge around. Well, like, yeah, the Barge. They were still there. You know what I'm saying. So they signed. They declined a lot of artists, but they got Bruce Willis. But okay, you
Mm.
know what? It's all good. But I ain't gonna hold. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all might call me crazy, but this album, it got some heat. It's mostly like a covers album and everything. Like he did covers of. You know what's crazy? This is a Motown album, but there's no Motown covers on this album, which is funny. So he did covers of like Staple Singers Respect Yourself, Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. He actually had his own song called Jackpot, Bruno's Bop. The best way to describe this album, Addison from Moonlight and dropping an album. That's the best way to describe it. Um, yeah, this is Bruce Willis, The Return of Bruno. Me and Mike going to talk about this album one day and everything.
Def- yeah, definitely.
that's like the most out of out of left field random signing Motown ever did was Bruce
Right.
Willis.
Mind you, they didn't even sign Parliament and everything. But y'all
Oh
signed Bruce.
wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like,
yeah,
all,
because they said that they're too ugly at that point.
Yeah, he said they were ugly.
Yeah,
wow. But yeah, they signed the actor who played Die Hard. Okay, okay. They signed John McClane. All right.
All right. It's on you, Ash.
All right. Next two albums is from someone who pretty much was making music around the late 80s going into the 90s from Oakland. I got MC Hammer's Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em.
Classic. I ain't
Mhm.
gonna hold you.
Yeah, I got that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and I got his greatest hits album. Cause I remember my dad, he had this particular album and another Hammer album. that I don't have, and I may consider getting one day. But yeah, I remember my dad used to play this all the time when I would be riding around with him or go on road trips to Georgia with him. He would have this.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I'm probably opinion. My favorite hammer on was I'm probably paying the Funky Headhunter. I listened to it the most, but I like the first album. So let's get started. Yeah.
I think that's the other one. I think my dad had. I'm not too sure, but I'll probably have to go and look.
That was when he was really like rapping that "Let's Get Started" album. Like turn
Yeah,
this mother out. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's also on his greatest hits album too.
facts. So you already showed your two.
Yeah.
All right. You have anything else to show, Mike? Or you good?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good for right now.
Okay. All right. So since we're 1 hour in, I'm gonna up the ante to show three albums and stuff. So Christian, you can show your three now.
Okay. I got first. There's actually a box set I got. It's actually the Mary J. Blige Her Story Volume One, the 45 box set, 45-inch box set with the
Oh wow.
45s. I got
Wow.
like 3 years. I think I got 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm.
It's like you got the records and you got the remixes in the B side.
Oh nice.
Um,
That's the collector's item. Wow.
yeah. The next one I got is from 1996, Jive Records, Ryan Dirty, UGK.
Ooh.
Oh,
I actually actually bought an FYE. This is like the last CD I got from FYE before they closed down.
wow.
So they got
Yo, FY is becoming ass now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah, they
yeah.
downsized everything, right?
If you
Like I
want to
must
hear
say,
that, sorry.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you want to hear that uncut Texas soul and uncut Texas sound, this UGK is the one that this is the album you had to listen to. So, and the next one is actually is actually a sing it's actually a single is the fit it's actually his earliest one of his earliest, and then it's the 50 Cent Life's on the Line 12-inch.
Get the fuck out.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 1999. This is supposed to be on the Power of the Dollar album, which I think got shelved because obviously he got shot. They got the Get Die Young as the B side. It's also on the album. Um, Also, at the same time, he got shot, I believe. He's supposed to do a video for Doug Lowe, but definitely shot, but they got canceled, I believe. So,
Right.
and also, also download the album. It's actually dope, very dope. It's very good, actually. So, so Life's on the Line / Good Night Young.
And that's actually a single I need to get from 50 Cent. So, all right. Next album I'm going to show y'all is Cameron with Sports, Drugs, Entertainment, aka SDE. This album came out in
Ooh,
2000.
yeah.
That this album right here, fire album in my opinion. This is when he really was trying to get his voice and everything. Because when he dropped Confessions of Fire, I liked the album, but you can tell he didn't really have the full creative control. They were trying to make him go like the Biggie route, like that kind of like that jiggy kind of route and everything. But this one right here, I mean, this was Free Fire. This was known for songs like "Fuck You," "Come Kill Me," "Violence" with ODB, "Losing Weight" with Prodigy. Come on, Fire, Fire, Fire album.
Right.
Um, we definitely done a review on this album a couple months or years ago. and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is Cameron with SDE.
Probably my favorite Cameron album. Also, on rails like that Confession of Fire album cover just threw me off. Like with the Cameron with the John Henry shit with the 5001 flavors over all this shit, and then with the ham. I don't. It just cracks me up all the time.
I feel you. I now this is the collector's item I got. Y'all gonna be surprised. I got the official All in the Family album.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
So
no.
this was actually from like the around the first or maybe second season. This when the show was at its peak of popularity or getting at its bag, and they dropped an album with some of the best bits from the shows and stuff like that about Archie and Henry arguing about God if God is black, jury duty, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I never knew they actually dropped an album of this. I'm not gonna be mad because All in the Family is like one of my favorite shows of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I got this album in my collection. And the last album I'm going to show y'all for this round, um, actually, you're going to love this one. Drew Hill with their first album.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
Yes,
wow.
I finally got this motherfucking album. Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
Um, yeah, because I said I'm not going to do no Drew Hill reviews until I get the first album, and we
Yeah.
got some work to do. We got some work to do. That's all I'm going to say. So Drew Hill consists of Cisco, Woody, um,
And jazz.
Pinocchio, Jazz. Um, this was known for songs like, "Hey, Christian, can you turn your TV down just a little bit, please?"
okay.
All right. This was
Hold
known for songs like,
on. I need to move my mic. Hold on. Can you move my mic for a second? How am I move my mic?
okay, this was known for songs like "Tell Me," "In My Bed." Just to let you guys know, I fucking hate the remix of "In My Bed." I hate the remix of that
It's your
song.
turn down.
It's too, it's too bouncy and everything. I like the slow, sensual version. "Do You Believe," "Never Make a Promise." They also did a cover of "Love's Train" from Function way before Silk Sonic. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
This review is going to come very soon. That's all I'm going to say. And I do have another Drew Hill album in my collection, just letting y'all know. So Drew Hill with their self-titled debut. Tell me what you want. Tell me. All right, Ash, it's on you.
All right. Okay. My next albums pretty much are compilations that came out like during the 90s when like compilation albums were like really big for either for certain networks or certain genres of music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if anyone ever knew this. ESPN dropped some compilation albums known as jock jams, like songs that they
Yep.
would play like a yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. And I remember my dad, he used to have this one all the time because there were, I think, only like two songs my dad would play or have on repeat. Naughty by Nature's Hip Hop Hooray and 69 Boys Tootsie Roll. He would always play that in the car for some reason. And me and him, we would be vibing out in the car to this. But the real surprise is I didn't know they made 5 volumes of these. And I got not one, I got volume two,
Oh.
volume
Oh,
three,
Oh.
oh,
volume four,
oh.
and
She got,
five.
she
So
got the whole
Damn.
series.
yeah,
Why?
so pretty much I have all the volumes of Jock Jams by ESPN, the ESPN Sports Network. Yeah, yeah,
That's
they pretty much made these albums like I said from the mid to the late '90s. So yeah,
That's the collector's item right there.
Yeah.
I
All right, Christian, it's on you.
Okay, this next two CDs and one vinyl is one that Reg already reviewed. The other one is the one that Reg hated because of reduction. And the third one was vinyl. I'll go with the one first, though that he already reviewed. 2 years ago is I-20 self-explanatory.
Woo!
oh
Hmm.
It's actually yeah, I-20 from the start of the piece. It's actually a story. So I was watching him over one, shot him over one. Yeah, he actually on one of the CD collections he showed us like his last CD, and when I heard that, I'm like, yo, that album's actually fire though. Like you got you got to meet the dealer, find the club, which I didn't know Salam Ray produced this song, which is kind of crazy, which is kind of different with Salam. The realist backstage, break bread, may sound crazy. Hennessy and Hydro, I think Juicy Mafia, DJ Paul Juicy J did the beat. Pour him out, Soda Care, OG and the last three songs I get done without, but this album's actually dope. So so I-20 so explanatory. Then the next one, Reg hated this album because of reduction. Ironically, Clem's Lord Willin. And because you reference the cafeteria beats and stuff like that. Because it's kind of like the utter running gag of this channel was the cafeteria beats. You got those that was on I believe that was the first studio album because they supposed to be on an album called Exclusive Audio Footage that's supposed to be on 99 but that got shelved by East West Electra. But then you got the Soul 16. You got Young Boy, Virginia, Grinding, Goddamn, but I think on the Clones album was Goddamn with Ab Liva of Major Figures, Roscoe B. Coltrane. Also, I'm glad he's out like years ago. He's out now. He's out of prison now. Now you got Family, another artist I got shelved. When the last time Ego, you got Gangsta Lean, and I'm not you. My favorite, literally my favorite is the Ego. The beat was actually hard though. So yeah. So Lord Willing and the vinyl. It's actually a vinyl. I got the and it's actually doubles in there, and it is the Jay Z Million One Questions 12 inch.
Nice.
It's literally got the standard mix, the premiums. It's just literally doubles, like literally doubles. You got the first vinyl right there. You got this vinyl, and then and then and then, and then you got this vinyl, and then you got the other vinyl right there. It's literally doubles. It's crazy. So yeah, Rockefeller Records, Def Jam, Jay Z, Million One Questions.
That's fire. That's fire. All right.
By the
All
way,
right.
some of the records I bought at A1 Records in New York City and Manhattan. By the way,
Got you. All right. This next album I got. This is some more 80s rap, y'all. I'm so glad I finally got this album in my collection. It's Houdini with Escape. This album came out 1984. You know what I'm saying? This is their second album. I- I'm not gonna hold you. I always considered this their first album 'cause I didn't care for their first album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The self-titled, it was okay, but it was too happy dappy for me. It was, you can still, they're still trying to find their sound and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? But this album right here, you know what I'm saying? Just the way how they introduced like a more synth based sound and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? When it came to their production, and a lot of that is thanks to the late great Larry Smith. You know what I'm saying? Who I always consider to be hip hop's first great producer. This was known for songs like "The Freaks Come Out at Night," "Friends," "Big Mouth," um, "Out of Control." You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I was not really the biggest Houdini fan like that growing up.
Mm.
I got into them really like years ago. I actually saw them live and stuff like that too. When they performed at the Art of Cool Festival. Rest in peace to the Art of Cool Festival. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just grateful I saw that before he passed away. Rest in peace to Ecstasy. Expect a review on this album very soon. And next album I'm going to show y'all. I already had it on my collection. This is part of the old car that got fucked up. It's Usher 701. Um, his third album. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very dope album and everything like that too. Done a review on this one with Kuji years ago. Wait, did I do it with Kuji? I did with some. I think I did with somebody. Yeah, yeah. This was known for songs like "You Got It Bad," "You Remind Me," "You
Mm-hmm.
Don't Have to Call." You see the point? "U Turned." Can you? What is up with all these fucking U's and shit? Okay. Yeah, man. So we've done a review on this album, so y'all can check it out. This is Usher with 8701. And the last album I'm going to show y'all for right now. This one is a doozy and everything. It is South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut soundtrack. Yeah, I really went in my bag this time. I think everybody in the world knows about South Park and stuff like that. You
Unpo-
know what I'm saying?
uh,
Um,
Unpopular opinion. I liked it better than Simpsons actually.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I found interesting about the movie Bigger Longer. First of all, the movie is class. It's a classic movie, but at the time when everybody was doing those animated cartoon movies to signify like a change point or the ending of the show, where Comedy Central they told Trey and Matt, the creators of the show, like after the third season they had to make a movie and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, this is early in the run, and most times like we had like the Rugrats movie or even like Doug's first movie and everything like that too. They came like later in the series run. But this soundtrack itself was very dope and everything. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Everyone knows that song. Blame Canada. I love that song. Cal's mom's a bitch. I mean, I
Mm.
just say the titles of this. I just say the title of the song, and it just takes me back to when I was a kid watching this movie and everything like that. I remember Comedy Central always played this fucking movie every time and stuff like that. Like every Saturday night, they always played this fucking movie. This movie right here is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. Definitely got to do a review on this movie and soundtrack one day. This is a South Park with the bigger, longer, and uncut.
I'm not gonna lie, that movies are really funny with the whole storyline and everything. And no, when Terrence Phil doing the Uncle Fucker song, even when they did the parody of the Maze Feels So Good music video, when Uncle Fucker said, mm-hmm, funny as fuck. It seems like a lot of people like parodying things Diddy early for some reason.
Mm.
Right. They were just letting motherfuckers know. It's on you, Ash.
Okay, my next three um are picks that I wasn't expecting myself to get because even though I don't know, maybe I just wanted to get something that I don't have in my collection at all. One of them I have is Eric Benet's "A Day in the Life."
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I have nothing against Eric Benet. I mean, I know a couple of his songs they would play on the radio, or I've heard in a couple of things. One I think one of the songs on this album, a cover of Georgie Porgy featuring Faith Evans, "Spend My Life with You" with Tamia. Yeah, and a song that I would hear every now and again called "Love of My Own." But yeah, yeah, this one's just something random I wanted to get. I don't know why it just stood out to me. The
He
next
had that
one
one song.
is, yeah, the next pick I got is from an artist who I don't have none of her albums at all. And I was kind of surprised that I was able to get this one because I thought, oh, I was gonna probably see other albums from her discography that she got, but pretty much this is the only one that Second and Charles had of her. I got Shanice's album, this one.
Oh, oh.
I got nothing against Shanice, but I mean, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just give at least like one album of hers a chance, just to like give a listen, cause I think one song of hers that I know Reg you're probably familiar with is "When I Close My Eyes."
Yeah, that sounds dope.
Yeah, yeah. And she had another song that I like called "Yesterday." But yeah, but I don't know if there's any Shanice fans out there or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Again, another one that was just different that I knew I didn't have none of her stuff. And next one is another album that I kind of again I took a risk on getting because I wasn't too sure how it sounded or anything. I'm like, okay, because I mean, it was pretty cheap, and it wasn't gonna break the bank with me. So it's a Whitney Houston album that came out in what year? What year did it come out in? During the early 2000s. Just Whitney.
oh yeah, the Just Whitney album. Oh my god. Oh, take out the shoes and relax my feet. And then
I don't know what title that is. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played this album yet, so
it was a
there's only
it was.
10 tracks on here, so it's not like a fully lengthy album. So
I love Whitney, but that album was just a mistake. I'm sorry.
mm.
I love Whitney though.
Well, it was produced by her and her former husband. Well, not yet former husband. I mean,
Wow.
yeah,
I do love that song, My Love. That's my joint though.
yeah, yeah. That's the only collab between her and Bobby. I'll have to take that one a listen, but yeah, like I didn't know what to expect, but like I said, I hadn't played it yet, so.
I'm ready. So Christian's on you.
Okay, this time I'm gonna show three vinyls. And the first one is obvious. This Marquis going off the vinyl.
Ooh.
Everybody knows picking boogers, Albee Square Mall, Vapors, make the music with your mouth. Nobody beats the business. System for the radio. That was dope. Albee Square Mall is actually my one of my favorite songs in the Vapors. And my Vapor, then the Vapors, and this song for the radio. Picking boogers is crazy. You know, Brad, you seen the videos of like Coach the two school at the Apollo in '88. There's like a lot of these videos. You see, like it's like different parts. So yeah, you see Biz, Cool V with the Dapper Dan suits on. Yeah. The next vinyl is actually I got from A1 also. UTFO's debut. I
Nice.
got UTFO's debut. I'm honestly again. I like Leader of the Pack, Bite It, Choreograph. A lot of Roxanne. Real Roxanne, no. These are runs actually don't hang now. So that's it's kind of there's a song called Fairytale Lover. I believe that was what I believe you could tell like it's a love song actually. So you could so it actually proves you that there's love songs in hip hop before I Need Love by LL. And the, and the next one is actually my first R&B I'm gonna show. It's Today. That's actually Robert's vinyl. My stepdad's vinyl. It's Today. The first album.
Mm.
You got Him and Me, Girl, I Got My Eyes on You, Take It On, Take Your Time, Style, You Still Me Up, Your Love, and Your Love Is True. You got Teddy Riley and Gene Griffin and Bernard Bell. Rest in peace to Bernard Bell. He's on Motown. That's Big Bob's old group. That's his group today.
Okay. Dope shit. Dope shit. All right. So just to let you guys know, we're about a minute and 36 in. I'm gonna end this video once it gets to an hour and 50 minutes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, even it's on that 2 hour limit. Whatever I don't show, I'll show on another date. But next time I want to show y'all is Ice T with his fifth studio album, Home Invasion. Um, this album came out in 1993. You know what I'm saying? We've done a review on this album and everything. Long story short, this album was supposed to come out in 1992, but Ice-T, you know, he had a controversy with that Body Count song with from Cop Killer. And so Warner Brothers was trying to sideline him on this album, and you know the LA riots was happening, so he had to reduce some songs, take some songs out. But honestly, this album is very dope. I love songs like Ice Motherfucking T, I Ain't New to This. This song also has the original 99 Problems. You know what I'm saying? With from Two Live Crew and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Brother Marquise. Brother Marquise.
Brother, Brother Marquise, thank you. Um but yeah, very dope album and everything like that too. I highly recommend it.
It's kind of messed
Next
up
album,
that. Sorry, it's kind of messed up that Warner Bros. Decided to go light and just go hard on it. They just shove. They just don't want to release. IT Sound. The same people that don't want to release Live Squad's album on Tommy Boy, YG's. These a lot of releases on Warner Bros. All those hardcore rappers. Hell, they're not hardcore, but on late Electra, they're under Warner. The Black Bastards album that got shelved, but it got released years later.
right. Yeah, man, I definitely feel you on that. Alright, so this next one is the single I'm gonna show y'all. I'm so glad I got this single. It's Public Enemy, which the Shut 'Em Down single from 1991. Um, this song,
Oh,
this song came from their album Apocalypse '91 and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very dope song. The only reason why I got this single is really for the remix of Pete Rock, and I feel like that was the remix that put Pete Rock on another level and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he did that beat. I kind of like the remix over the original these days and everything. So very dope song. We done a review on this album years ago, so check it out.
Let's
And
be
the last
real. Let's be real. Pete Rock is the king of the remixes. His ain't Puff, ain't no one else. It's Pete Rock.
definitely, I agree. All right, and the last album to show y'all for this round is Kumo D with his first album. I finally got this one, self-titled. Um, Kumo D from the Treacherous Three. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope album. This was known for songs like "Go See the Doctor," I'm Kumo D and shit like that too. This album was cool and everything. You can still sense like the early '80s and stuff like that. This came out in '86 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally has a song called "Dumb Dick," aka Richard and shit, which kind of funny. But this is actually an important album because you have some of the first productions from Teddy Riley. Now, before Teddy
Mm,
Riley was really like the king of the New Jack Swing, he was Kumo D's dude. He was produced for Kumo D on a lot of his songs and stuff like that too. Especially How You Like. I think he also did How You Like Me Now and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So yeah, man. Yeah, people sleep on Teddy Riley's hip hop contributions and shit. But definitely expect to review on this album one day. This is Kumo D with his first album. All right, it's on Ashley. It's on Ashley.
Okay. All right. My last three for now. Stuff that I knew that I've been wanting to get for a long time to complete. Um, Two of them are from a well-known R&B artist. Neo's. I got his non-fiction and self-explanatory albums.
Ooh, that's I like nonfiction. That one was
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think I got either majority, if not all, his albums in his discography for now. I just have to, I guess, pretty much double check just to be sure, so don't quote me on that. Um, this one I've been wanting to get for the last few years now. By a well-known artist that emerged on the scene during the 2000s era, you know. But lately, over the years, we've seen him spiraling out of control, with his rants and raves and just his personality being all over the place. But I decided to get an album of his from during that 2000s era that everybody knows and loves, and I think is deemed like a classic to a certain extent. I got Kanye West's graduation album.
You know what? I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean I've always told myself if I was ever going to get a Kanye album, I was going to get an old album of his.
That's actually, I think, the first hip hop album I ever got in my collection. Believe it or not.
Oh wow, I think my first hip hop album was Digable Planet's first album.
Nice. Okay. So you said those are your last three.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
All right. All right,
Yeah, whatever I
Christian.
don't show, I can always show in the next bit.
Okay.
Okay, okay. This is my last session. This is my last three for now. One is a CD, one of them is like a vinyl, and another one's like a DVD. This this rapper, he tried to find something the first time. This is like his only album on that label. I'm glad he left that label. It's T.I.'s I'm Serious.
Dope.
This he trying to find this song, trying to find a sound. You got you got I'm Serious was the first single. I think it's the only single. I believe Dope Boys was saying because I saw they had a video for it, actual video for it, like an independent video for it. Kind of crazy. You got the Neptunes on that. You got Jazzy Faye, Too Short, PSC on it. You got, and I'm there was released on Arista. And I'm glad he left Arista and LA Reid and went to Atlantic and formed Grand Hustle because if if he stayed on that, he wouldn't sell. So I'm glad he left the label. The vinyl I got. This is the second album from this group. This posse. in my opinion, my favorite album. It is H Town Banging After Dark.
Ooh,
This is actually the promo. Actually, I got from A1 Records. This is actually the promo copy. You see the promo not for sale. Promotional copy not for sale. Mhm. So yeah, my favorite album was this album and the ladies edition Woman's World album. That's my favorite. And and the DVD I got is this is the Crow on Blu-ray, the '94, the original Crow. It's got the Blu-ray. They got the this is the Blu-ray. You got the audio commentary, behind the scenes, deleted footage, original poster concepts, the storyboards, the trailer, the production designs, the scenes. Also, recipes to Brandon Lee. Gosh, so what happened? Then all that stuff was very tragic. So the Crow Blu-ray.
Wow, good movie.
The only good movie of that the franchise.
I agree.
all right. So I'm gonna show. I'll show six more stuff. I'll save the rest for Sunday. All right. So I got this album on CD, but I had to get it on vinyl just because it's Michael Jackson with Dangerous.
Oh,
Oh,
One of my favorites.
oh
Yes.
my lord.
So my dad got the CD, but I'm just like, oh shit, the vinyl. This album, I've always had a special place with this album and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was known for songs like "Remember the Time," "Black or White," "Jam," "Keep the Faith," "Given to Me." You know what I'm saying? This was Michael doing New Jack Swing and
Hmm.
then mixing it with his usual sound and everything like that too. I mean, I'm so glad I got this album on vinyl and stuff like that too. I wished his estate would have actually done better with the Dangerous because I don't understand why we didn't have like a Dangerous documentary movie or just a reissue with a lot of the unreleased tracks, but to each his own. Um, we've done reviews. We talked about his album length, 1991 Dangerous. Then I got Will with their second album, Enter the Drew. This
I
album
got
came out
that
in
one too.
1988. I know you got this one.
Hmm.
Yes. I'm
it's
not
their
gonna hold
best
you like,
album. Their best
yeah,
album.
I agree. This is their best album. I wholeheartedly agree. You know what I'm saying? I think this is actually their best selling album too. I think, but this is known for songs like "How Deep Is Your Love," "I'm Wondering," "I'll Be the One." They did a cover of the Dells, The Love We Had Stayed on My Mind," which I was surprised that was actually a cover of the
Yeah.
Dells'
Me
track.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Because Cisco was singing on this record and shit. He was
Yeah, yeah. I had no
like,
idea it was a cover when I
So
was listening to it as well, but they did their rendition made it seem like it was originally their song.
I agree.
sorry, sorry, my little brother's on the stream. I also must have that's already here on a point. Sorry to disturb you. I'll continue.
But yeah, it's funny too because around the time they dropped their first album,
Hmm.
they actually was going through some controversy because they actually sued Island Records because they felt that they weren't getting the rightful pay, and then their manager Keith Ingram beat one of the Island Records employees with a pool stick and everything like that too.
Yeah, I watched their unsung episode. That was
Yeah,
unfortunate. I mean, but we've heard stuff like this happen with groups all the time. They get signed to these big labels, but their contracts weren't the best, and they feel like they weren't getting their just due, no matter how much radio interviews, press, touring, all these things that they've done, and they had little to show for it. We've seen this happen with TLC, New Edition, countless
right,
other groups and artists over the years that we've heard them. They felt slighted and owed much more than what they were given.
exactly. And it's also crazy because they were also having eternal tension around this time because the labels wanted to make the focus on Cisco a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So definitely expect more of the story when we do a review on this album. This is Drew Hill with Into the Drew. Next album. Um this is another album from my car that got fucked up. This is a soundtrack. This is Boys in the Hood soundtrack.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yes, I got this album back again. One of my all-time favorite movies. One of my all-time favorite soundtracks. I mean, this was known for songs like Ice Cube's "How to Survive in South Central," Tevin Campbell's "Just Ask Me To," Tony, "Just Me and You,"
Mhm.
"Too Short, It's Your Life." I love that record. Cam, "Every Single Weekend." I mean, this is one of my favorite soundtrack of the '90s, hands down, and shit. So must have in your collection.
Yo,
Yeah, for sure.
that remix that just asked me to Dallas produced. Yo, that's crazy. And they use some of it for what about your friends?
Yep, you're right
Friends
about
about
that.
you
You're
see.
right.
Also, that one of the songs on that soundtrack, High Five Too Young, that's Prodigy's first appearance, I think. He was Lord T at one
Yep,
point.
facts. All right. So I got I'm gonna show y'all like four more stuff. So I got Frankie Cutlass with Politics and Bullshit. This is a compilation from Frankie Cutlass. He's a producer and everything like that too. This is a very rare album. This is known for songs like Lost Boys and MOP Focus, The Cipher with Craig G, Roxanne Shante, Biz Markie, and Big Daddy Kane. Know the Game with Mobb Deep, Cool G Rap, MOP. Just some classic East Coast boom bap. I fucking love this one. Expect to review on this album very soon. Then I got Big Daddy Kane with the Raw 91 maxi single and everything. This is actually one of my favorite songs from Prince of Darkness. And I'm not gonna hold you. I actually got this because it got the Taste of Chocolate remix. And I like that version way more than the album version and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, that's why I say you gotta get the singles because the singles you get a lot of exclusive shit and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Big Daddy Kane, Raw 91, very dope single from Darkness. All right, then I got Main Source with Faking the Funk, ba 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 ba. That record, you know what I'm saying? Very dope group. This is Large Professor's group. Was supposed to be on their supposed second album, The Science. But Large Professor had issues with the other members of Main Source because the other members, their manager was their mom, and their mom was always butting in the creative process of the albums and their songs. And Large Professor wasn't having that. So this was on the White Man Can't Jump soundtrack. Dope movie, one of my favorite Wesley
Mhm.
Snipes and Woody Harrelson movies and shit. Fuck the reboot that came out. That's all I gotta say.
I was
Um,
just about to say, did you even bother to watch that reboot?
I didn't waste of time.
I I have
This
not
actually,
watched that, so
yeah,
Unfortunately,
you're not missing
unfortunately I saw the reboot. Ah, nah, just keep the original.
mm.
facts. So this is actually my favorite main source song that they ever done. I really wish they would have dropped that the Science album. I'm not the biggest main source fan, but I do love Large Professor's production, so that's always a plus. And
I think the science is on Spotify now, but the only problem is like some of the songs were sounded all some of the songs like the audio was kind of off, and
yeah, I heard some.
also they took off like the Break It Down album and they brought back, but it's only like 7 songs on that now.
That's why I just said physical always matters, man. All right, so the last
But they
vinyl I'm going to show y'all for today. The last vinyl I'm going to show y'all for today. It's a single, but I'm so glad I got this single, and I'm gonna explain why. It's Michael Jackson with "Smooth Criminal," the single.
oh
Mm.
wow.
Now,
wow.
if you guys,
Mm.
if you guys listen to that song on the Bad album,
Yeah.
on the second verse, there's always like a noticeable skip that always gets on my nerves. Always gets on my nerves and stuff like that. It just says the first two lines of the second verse or three lines, then it jumps to the bridge and everything like that too. But if you watch the music video, they played the full version. I love that's why I always love the video because they play that full version with the instrumental breaks and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? The extended dance mix, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say get the singles and certain songs and stuff like that too, because the
Mhm.
exclusive shit, especially if you offend the artist, and you
Mhm.
know I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, so this is
Mhm.
the Smooth Criminal single, 1987 it came out, and that's all I'm going to show y'all for today. I'm going to show y'all the answer for about Sunday after we do the review and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I managed to make it before 2 hours, so that's a plus. Thank y'all so much, Ashley, Mike, Christian. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Whoever wants to come by. I know, like I said, I'm supposed to have done this way earlier, but this new job, I'm getting used to this new job and stuff like that too.
Mhm.
So I'll try to make. I'll try to see, like John and Eric, if they can do. I'm off on Tuesday and Wednesday. If I can see if they can available and stuff like that too. But yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, by the
And
way, oh yeah, by the way, happy 30th anniversary to Sin on Chrome. Which is today is actually May 3rd, but May 2nd, last 9 hours ago, it's the anniversary 30th anniversary Sin on Chrome.
yes, classic album and everything. Definitely a dope. Actually, my favorite Master Ace album too. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
mine's
saying?
too. Yeah, mine's too.
Definitely. Well, hope everyone has a very great weekend and everything like that too. And I will see y'all when I see y'all. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Christian. Peace.
Peace.